Hi everyone, another layout for Camp Scrap-A-Lot. Want to remind you that the layouts are due on the 31st, and for this particular challenge, I am going to be doing the challenge called Let's Go Camping. For Let's Go Camping, Sherry actually put this challenge together, and it is to use something from each of the four letters in the word camp. So, for example, for C, you might put a camera on your layout. You might use cardstock. For A, you might have acetate. You could also use, you could say adhesive. You can get away with that. For M, you might use metal. For P, you might use a paper clip. So there's lots of things you could do for these different letters. So I'll talk to you about what I'm going to use, but I want to show you that I'm using the Photoplay Birds of a Feather collection. I believe Michelle may have some of this still left. I know that Gina did a class with this, a card class, and after I took the card class with her, I ended up going back and getting the entire collection. It was just such a great collection. It's so vibrant. The colors are wonderful. And the cut apart cards, which my C is going to be cut apart cards, the cut aparts on this are just hilarious. So I'm actually using two of the different cut aparts on this page, and they're just perfect. So I'm doing a layout of when I took my daughters to dinner after I picked my older one up at the train station. She came to visit for a night and happened to be at this picnic table outside. It was freezing in the middle of July. We're sitting outside and it was freezing. No idea why. And we were sitting at this picnic table that had all these vibrant colors. So I just thought this collection would go perfect with that. So we have the reds and the greens and the oranges and even a little pop of yellow in that picnic table. So I'm able to just kind of copy that with this paper collection. So for me, my C is cut aparts. And my P is photoplay because I'm using a photoplay paper. I'm also using a sketch from Paper Issues. So I'm using a Paper Issues sketch with a photoplay collection. So I had a couple of different Ps. I wasn't sure that I was going to use photoplay, but I'm going to pop the sketch up here in just a second so you can see it. And I think it's just fun to follow sketches every once in a while. I think it adds a little bit. It kind of lets you be creative, but in a structured way, so that you have somewhere to go with it. Like I never would have thought to do this wavy pattern on the top and the bottom if it hadn't been for the sketch. So, and it ends up looking so cute. I end up loving how this is looking. I love the black paper. I think I end up cutting the black paper just a little bit. But I do love like this whole collection and I love all the different colors. I just find it so fun. So going back to camp, so there's I'm going to put the rainbow and the cut aparts. Now this particular cut apart is got the red border, and I'm putting it on red. So I cut it apart. I cut it up. I fussy cut it out so that it was only the yellow, so it wasn't red on red. Now I'm looking through the sticker sheet just to see if there's anything else, and then I kind of realize that I have not glued anything down. So I need to glue some stuff down. And lately I've had that problem. Like I've done it twice in the last probably month where I just started attaching embellishments before I actually used adhesive on the core parts of my layout because I've been laying everything out first and not sticking it down. So here you're going to see me. I finally figured out, oh, I need to go ahead and use adhesive. So I pulled everything up. After I inked it with hickory smoke, I pulled it all up. And now you're just watching me use adhesive. I've gone ahead and put this really cool sketch up there for you so you could see it on from the Paper Issues Facebook page. Paper Issues does a sketch every Wednesday, I believe. And they're usually new, unique sketches from their design team. So if you are somebody that likes sketches and you want to see something kind of different, go check them out. I know this is Camp Scrap-A-Lot is for Michelle at my little scrapbook store, but we should always support all small businesses. So, and Paper Issues does have some really cool sketches. So I'm just kind of supporting both of them here. And I will have a link to Michelle's store if you want to get this Birds of a Feather collection. So I am popping up the middle photo. The middle photo, just to give it a little bit of dimension. You'll notice in the sketch they had different size photos. All of mine are the same size, but I think that's okay. I do want to, the cut apart says you are one of my favorite humans, and I want to change it to two. You are two of my favorite humans. So I just put a little two there. I thought that was funny. It kind of adds a little bit. Then I'm going to pop that one up, and once again we will have just the little additional stuff that's there. Now I've been having a lot of trouble lately with my ATG gun. It just keeps falling over. So I'm having to kind of pick it up and put it down a lot lately. So now it says you're two of my favorite humans, and we're going to start embellishing. So I'm going to add the other cut apart down there, which has the rainbow. I did cut that out. I fussy cut that out as well. Like I said, this paper collection has just some of the cutest cut aparts. Highly recommend. And if you don't like birds, most of the paper, it's kind of like the gnome collections from Photoplay. Even if you don't like gnomes, usually the B-sides are just really cool patterns or they have interesting shapes or something. So for this bird collection, the B-sides all don't have birds. So you don't necessarily need that. So now I'm trying to decide what I want to do for a title. Oh, and now I was actually going through and I was trying to figure out, did I have all of my letters? So I had cut aparts and I had photoplay. But the other thing that I needed to add was an A. So I am adding these Amy Tangerine puffy stickers. And they were from, I believe, late afternoon. But for some reason in late afternoon, there was these really bright pink puffy stickers. I never could understand. It didn't really seem to go with late afternoon to me, but they go great with this particular collection. So I've added some of those on. So my A was an Amy Tangerine puffy sticker. And then my M is going to be this Paige Evans Metallics flowers. So you can see them there. I think they were from Bloom Street, I think. And so I've had these metallic flowers, and I think they're supposed to go like, they're charms, and you're supposed to like, put them on maybe the edge of an album or something. And I just thought they would go super cute with this collection. They are metal, so that's my M. And they're also just super vibrant colors. So I'm going to use 3 of them on this. I'm going to attach them with some glue dots just to get a little bit extra heat adhesive on them. And I'm going to try to hide the eyelet part behind some of the popped up embellishment. So I'm going to hide that one behind the rainbow. I'm going to hide one behind the cut apart up top. And then I'm going to come back and add a sticker to the upper left to hide that one as well. So if you have a embellishment that like this and there's something that you're not quite happy with, like I wasn't quite happy with the eyelet on that, find a way to hide it. That's why you have different dimension on your page. So it worked out for me really well. I was trying to look up to see if this happened to be a macaw because I could claim that as my M, but at this point I already had metal on there. So like I said, there is a lot of other suggestions for things you could use for the letters, the CAMP. And I think those are available in the PDF on the My Little Scrapbook Store page. Go ahead and check that out. And I think, you'll really enjoy these challenges. I've had a lot of fun with the challenges this time. They were very different. We have strived to kind of do different challenges every time we've done a crop. And I think this one time we really did come up with some different challenges. The camping one was good. There's one that was all white. Now, I didn't record a video for that, but T from our design team actually has a video, and I followed along with her. So really go check that out. It's linked. All of our videos are linked on the crop page, and I'll make sure I add that below. But really cool, an all-white challenge. And then Rachel did a couple of really cool ones too. So we've had a lot of different things for this particular crop that we hadn't done before. So the last thing I'm going to do is finish this off with some stickles. I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to this page. I know it's already busy, but you know, I just felt like it needed a little bit something extra. The title's Dinner and a Show because, as you can tell, my daughters are just cracking up laughing. And I really did get dinner and a show that night. It's always fun to have my girls together, they always enjoy each other's company. I'm going to add a few more enamel dots. I am trying really hard to use these enamel dots. They either come with collections or I get them in packs with other things, and I struggle to use them. So I'm trying to put them on as many places as I can. So I've got the 3 enamel dots, and I think that basically ends this layout. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching. Please go check out my little scrapbook store and join the challenges. You have till August 31st. There's a lot of inspiration out there on the Facebook group. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.